Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. From this particular video, we'll start looking out the advantages and disadvantages of internal check. First, let us look into the advantages of internal check from the business point of view. So what are the advantages for the business in having the internal check? Proper allocation of work. So the work will be allocated properly. Each employee will have his own share of work. So everything will be properly divided. They will know what are their duties, what are their responsibilities. Everything will be allocated. Next, controlled device. So what happens? The distribution of work. So when it is distribution of work, the chances of manipulation is reduced because every employee will be knowing that he will be responsible for the proper completion of his work. So there are less chances of frauds and errors happening. Speedy work. So what happens when two or three employees are engaged in the same type of jobs? So they develops a competency between them and they will start working at a high speed. So the work will also get over at fast pace. Next, increase in efficiency and skill. So what happens? Proper planning of assigning the job. So while assigning the job, you will see that who is the best person for this particular job. So when you are assigned the best person for the job, so this increases the efficiency of the work. So the work will also be over at faster pace and the skills of the employees will also be developed. Easy preparation with final accounts. So when the internal check has been done, all the books of accounts will be maintained very accurately and very properly so that everything will be up to date. So what happens when at the year end, after the completion of your accounting period, the financial accounts preparation will be very easy. Creation of morale check. So what happens when the work done by the employee is checked by another employee. So the employee, there will be a check on the employee that they will not do any frauds and errors. They will not do any mistakes out of negligence. So there will be a proper checking. Next, what will be the advantages for the owners of the organization? For the owners. So first one is reliability of account. When there's a good system of internal check, the owners can have a trust in the books of accounts maintained. They can believe that whatever the books of accounts is maintained in the organization are genuine and accurate. Next, orientation of accounting. So what happens when each staff knows what are all his responsibilities are? So what happens? There comes the responsibility accounting. So we can ensure the responsibility accounting there. Next, economical operations. So what happens is if you have a well integrated system of internal check is costly actually, but it is observed that the staff patterns are so arranged that existing staff will be properly filled with different operating areas. So what happens? I understand that implementing a good internal check is a costly for the company, but if it is implemented, then they can use the human resources in the best way. Human resources are used in the best way. So that is the main advantages for the organization. Next, from the auditor's point of view. So what will be the advantages for the auditor? Facilitation of auditor work. So what happens when the internal check is very properly done? So what happens? The auditor may not check all small transactions. So he may not go through very detailedly. So this will save the time for the auditor. So his audit work will get over very fastly also. Next, attention to other important matters. So there will be some high important matters because see what happens when the auditor has a confidence in the internal check system, he can avoid the small matters and he can give attention to more important matters. So auditing will also get over at a fast pace. Next, what are the other advantages? So easy and convenient to assign duties. So easily the duties can be assigned to various staff of the organization. Next, you can easily detect the errors and frauds in the accounting records. Next, you can use it acts as a scientific tool to increase the efficiency. When the proper employees are allotted with proper work, they work in efficiency. So this increases the efficiency of the organization. Next, accounting records can be kept intact. They'll be up to date. So all system accounts books will be up to date. So it helps in preparing the final accounts easily. Next, there'll be a morale check on the staff. So the employees will be checked, so they'll have a fear that whatever the work they are doing will be get automatically checked. So even it will reduces the work of the auditor. So the work of the auditor also will become very easy due to internal check. Next, it will increase in the profitability and the efficiency of the organization. So when everything work has been properly done in time with minimum resources with efficiency, this increases more profits for the organization. That is the other advantages of internal check. Next, you have disadvantages of internal check. What are the disadvantages of internal check? It is an expensive system. Small businesses cannot have the internal check. Big organization can go, but for small organization, it is an expensive. It may develop complexity among staff. So what happens is, if the employees may feel that somebody else is supervising them, somebody is doing the bossy behavior with them. So this may harm the healthy environment of the organization. So it may create unhealthy organization if it's not properly designed. The auditor work, see, if suppose this internal check is a defective one, they have not having any proper internal check system, the work of the auditor will be very difficult. The auditor work will be very difficult. These are the advantages and disadvantages